Uh, Hey, everybody. Sorry about that, but that kitchen light makes it really bad for lighting. How you doing, everyone? Oh, look at me. RV Debs here. It is quickly I got here. I just had something to eat before getting online. I was hungry. So maybe fix myself. Is anyone here tonight? Oh, look who's here. Hi, Kelly Cat. Thanks for coming in and saying hello. I appreciate it. Yay. Let me fix things. Hi, Lisa. I'm doing good. It's been a really nice day, productive, and I just made some hamburger for dinner. I was gonna make meatballs, but they were falling apart, so I didn't. I put an egg and I put in pork rinds for like the breading. It just didn't hold together, so I just mashed it all up and ate it in a bowl. But I seasoned it good. Hi, Michelle. I would love your weather. 64 is really nice. Hi, Julie. Yeah, it's not actually too bad here right now. We did have a little rain earlier, which cools it down a bit. Let's see what it is right now. It's definitely changing. Well, it's 85 degrees here, which is still warm. Hello, D Stu. I am doing well. Hi, Linda. You. Hi, Sarah. So that's good. I'm glad to see you all here. It's really great. Well, I'm in South Texas, so maybe everybody should type in where they're from. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Bill. Oh man, I miss my friend Bill that used to come in. I wish he would say hello again. Hi, Jose. Bill's from Tennessee, Kentucky, Lubbock, Texas. It's kind of cool to see where we're all from. I'm quite a few hours drive to Lubbock. Hi, Pearl. Come on in. Rural Connecticut, Louisville, Kentucky. I did some art shows in Louisville and in Tennessee. I did the whole East Coast. I'm in a town, the town in is called Palmview, which is real close to McAllen and Mission, Texas. Hi, Starla. Hi, Kelly. Welcome, you guys. Hello, Miss Sally. Love and Life. Pearl's checking in from Dallas. Been there many times. And Love and Life's in east of Toronto, Ajax, Ontario. When I was growing up, I was born in Buffalo, New York, and we had a Ontario beach cottage. My grandmother and everybody used to go every summer. San Diego, which is one of my favorite places. You know what? I'm really glad I got to see California and Oregon and Washington back a long time ago because I don't know if things are just not so great. You're an hour north of Vancouver, Washington, and Portland. That's a good location. I bet it's nice right there. Hey Sally, how you been doing? Everything okay? Haven't talked to you in a while. Hi Sheila. Yeah. Boy, am I graying. I am really, really gray. I think I'm gonna go brown. Maybe I should do my hair brown. Hi, Sharon. Good evening. Fort Erie, Crystal Beach. That's where we were from. We had a cottage in Crystal Beach. A big old 5-bedroom old-fashioned cottage. And then years later now, it was sold and redone. We went back to see it and you could hardly recognize it. But Crystal Beach, going to the amusement park there and eating the lollipops and French fries with vinegar. Yummy. We're south of us. What do you mean? That's cool. You're going on a trip. That's an adventure. I do know where San Angelo. Yes. For 6 years, I lived in a small town about an hour and a half from there, Knox City, Texas. And that's like an hour from Abilene. And I think San Angelo is like an hour from Abilene. Niagara Falls, right there. Linda, you live top of the mountain in Fawnskin, California, right by the Big Bear. A nice, beautiful area in that Southern California. That sounds like a really fun winter. I would love to be with somebody traveling and having fun, but I'm here. The big news here at the park. Oh my gosh, we do have some huge news. Huge news. You all, most of you don't. Well, most of you know I live in a RV resort, and my the reason I even got here was a friend of mine who used to be the manager. She is no longer the manager here. We've got a whole new management team, and oh boy, things are changing. Hi, JIR. I mean, everything. Everything's changing. Because I sat in the office to meet the new manager and his partner, and they've got plans. They're gonna move. They're gonna move the dog park. They're gonna have bingo once a week. They said. Um, they're gonna change all of the gates and all of the where it locks up. Everybody's gonna have their own code, and even my number of my lot is gonna change. Happy Wednesday. That's a lot of changes. I'm just gonna go with the flow. Hey, cats. So I've been at this RV resort working. I work 2 days a week. That's all, and that's all I want to work. And I've done this for this. This will be my third winter, and everybody's starting to come back. We have winter Texans that come starting in October, and it fills up. I'm gonna keep my job for now. Yeah, they need me because Beth's not gonna be here, and my friend Joyce and her husband are not coming back. I'm the only one right now that I know of. Um, they seem like really smart guys, and they've got big plans. I don't know. I mean, when I've been here this is like for almost 3 years, and things haven't gotten done like that. So I do have a good feeling about them. Yes, I like. His name is Greg. Greg and Josh are my two. I guess you could call them my well manager, boss. But like I said, I'm only part time. I work 2 days a week for my lot rent and my electric. So I will give them full 2 days, a week, but that's it. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be doing exactly what I'm doing and maybe a bunch of new stuff too. We're going to change a lot of systems. It was almost like I was overwhelmed. I just listened and, you know, Yeah, they seem to have ideas about the park. But what I'm saying is when these northern when the winter Texans are here, oh my God, they're not good with change. They were real hard on Beth. She was only here like I think 4 winters. Um, but it's gonna be interesting, I can tell you that. My RV is like 33 foot fifth wheel. Yeah. It's not real big, but I have a really nice area. My RV, I got this because it's beautiful around here. I don't see anybody, but I see just nature out all of the windows. I'm on the last aisle and I don't have anything to see other than nature. South Texas, yes, near Mission, Texas. Yeah, it's big enough, Bill. It is. The apartments that I used to live in are being torn down. They were actually they had like a electrical there's 3 apartments when you first come in, and they're no longer going to be they can't be lived in. The office is moving this week. We're going to be at the lounge instead of the office. It's going to be a whole new I'll have to show you guys. Where's Hurricane Alley, Snow Deb? Hi, Walton. I never pick up guys. Sorry, it's not my style. My park, Hurricane Alley. No, we're not Hurricane Alley. We don't have hurricanes here. Mm-mm. No, I mean, we do have weather like everywhere, but this is not Hurricane Alley. The bird sanctuary, what this area is known for, and our RV resort is um for bird watchers, real serious birders, and they come down here every winter and we have a sanctuary that is just to go feed the birds and it's out there it's just right by me it's where near where I live. Hi, Steve. And so we're known for that, and people come here. I'm telling you, they're serious with their cameras. And um there's a state park, Bentsen State Park, Rio Grande Valley Park, something like that. I just saw a beautiful car. Oh, I can't think. Cardinal. Let me see if I can show you guys. It was right outside my window. Really cool. Let's see. Here it is. Like right outside. I mean, I just turned my head to the left. Isn't that cool? Hello, East Coaster. Welcome. I have 2 pictures. Oops. Yeah, this is definitely a male cardinal. The red ones are just so pretty. Hi, Tanya. You know what's neat too is that there's a thing. They say that when you see a cardinal, that that passed away is saying hello to you, and that could be my husband, my mother, my father, and my sister, and anybody, my friends. Oh boy, East Coast, you really had to say something stupid. Okay, talk to you later. Not talk to you later. I do not like that. That's not a very nice thing to say. East Coaster. Go back to the East Coasters. And the kind of people that say stuff like that would never say it to your face because they don't have any balls. Speaking of, yeah, I'm not into it. But anyway, so we have a nice RV park. There's a lot of trees. There's only four streets. It's not real huge. And I hope to be here at least through the winter. I'm not sure. We'll see how things go. I might sell my house and go somewhere else. Unless I get, maybe this will be the best thing ever. So I'll just have I have a good positive attitude. You're right, Steve. The type that live in their mother's basement. Um, anyway, hey, listen, if somebody wants to see all this, aren't that's great. Yeah, really, Tanya. And it is, age is a number. You can be mature, young, and you can be a child older. Yeah, Bill, they're everywhere. They were trying to make me say something. I didn't catch that one. Oh my gosh. So now that the weather's changing, thinking about, what's your favorite winter food? What do soup, chili, stews? What do you like to eat and make during those cold months? Sally, thank you. It's hard. I have to I don't have a good sell the stick that the what do you call it? Where my phone can sit and I can do it better. I got to get better at it. Beef stew, yeah, and soup. I've been making chuck roasts, which is really good. Chicken pot pie, Marilyn says. Definitely good. Kathy's mom makes homemade chicken pot pie. That's the only time I've eaten it is with her because the frozen ones aren't that great. Gumbo. Yum. It was raining here today too, Tanya. Chicken soup without the noodles. Tuna and crackers on a plate with rice on it. That's very simple. Got your fireplace on. I would love to see Greece. I know that's a very beautiful country. Julie likes chicken and dumplings. Yum. Sharon likes homemade vegetable soup with buttered bread on the side. Yeah, good bread and butter with soup. You can dunk it. Good minestrone. Yeah, it was an inexpensive like rump roast, like a chuck roast. But you cook it long time slowly, and they get very tender. And I put green olives for the salt in the green olives because I had bought these green olives and I was like really wanting to eat an olive, so I took it and it was like pure salt. It wasn't tasty. It was too salty. But putting them in my roast, the salt it draws the salt out of them and they become mild and it's good. Yeah, I put olives in there, Brussels sprouts, kind of crazy, but I did. And pretty healthy. I've been doing no, low carb. The only carbs that I eat are vegetables or blueberries. Pretty much that's it. Thank you, Lynn. I'll take as many thumbs up as you guys are willing to share with me. I do appreciate it. I think it helps. Chicken and dumplings usually is made on top of the stove in a big stew pot. But then there's people that make it in the oven too. I don't know how Julie makes it. Yes, and it's a little cheaper. I mean, they're $20 for a good size for like maybe three people. So I like both if I'm eating dumplings. I haven't had anything like that in so long. You're living on tuna fish? That's healthy. I don't eat a lot of tuna fish. I just bought some salmon. Matter of fact, yesterday I bought some salmon. It looked good, and I'll have that tomorrow. But I've been on a ketovore diet. I can't say carnivore because I'm eating veggies, but not a lot. She cooked it on top of the stove, yeah. And then you drop the dumplings in, which you make out of a dough. That's I have never made it, but I Kathy's made it. Her mom makes it. I like a good tuna fish. Yeah, so I have not had any bread. I haven't had any pasta or rice for since June 16th. No sugar. Bisquick. A lot of people use Bisquick for their dumplings. Cooking's fun, Tanya. Greek food is really good. I lived in an area in Florida called Tarpon Springs. That was a Greek village. It is a Greek village, and it's got a little sponge dock area on the water with it's like being in Greece, and they sell all kinds of sponges and stuff, and um, there's a lot of Greek restaurants. I love it. Yeah, I can imagine being in Greece and eating with people that are from there, and that'd be nice. I love Greece. Someday the Greek islands would be a really great place to go, but I don't see myself going too far these days, sadly. I don't really have any craving for sandwiches, that kind of thing. I've been doing, I just don't do any flour, anything that's made with flour. And if it is, it's not my knowledge. I didn't know. Oh, nice. You take your food seriously there. And I've been to this. Well, in Tarpon Springs, we would try different places. One guy, he used to take octopus and cook it on like a blacktop grill, flat top with lots of oil. Oh my God. I remember. Linda uses I make homemade Yugoslavian soup with beef and potatoes and veggies and onion, garlic, noodles, Italian tomatoes, fresh seasoning. Yeah, that sounds like a hearty, nice soup. My mom made a lot of soup. She made vegetable soup and she called it another one escarole soup and we're Rush from Russia in borscht and chicken soup, the best. Oh, thank you, Sheila. I hope so. I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to it. It's not a slow thing. I think it would be fast if I eliminated dairy. If I eliminated dairy completely. But I mean, how can you eliminate cheese or whipping cream when I just can't. Those are my treats, but I am limiting. You can't. I don't eat that much, but yeah, I have to do. I can't afford to eat steak every night, so I had a hamburger tonight, and boy, is things expensive. The price of things have not come down; they've gone up. I think. What do you guys think? Do you think things have gone up at all? Not down? or vice versa. Cabbage roll soup, cabbage soup. My mom used to make a really good. I didn't like it when I was young, but I know I'd like it now, cabbage soup. And I did buy something at the store that I haven't had in a long time, kimchi, in a little jar of kimchi. Does anybody know what that is? It's cabbage, but it's uh like Asian fermented cabbage and spicy and good. And I feel like when I need something like that, I'll just eat a little bit of it. Yeah, I have, so I did get a like kimchi, which is not low carb, but it's not bad either. Bacon was 16 bucks. Yeah, that's crazy. And on a carnivore diet, they eat a lot of bacon. I find bacon to be kind of salty. Maybe it's the kind I've been buying. So I'm trying a new kind of bacon, but I don't overdo on bacon. I like sausage. I love breakfast sausage. That's my favorite. Marilyn's mom. My mom made hamburger soup. I had meat, potatoes. She would usually add frozen mixed vegetables, diced tomatoes. Highland and Metcalf. Yeah, fermented cabbage. It's good. I like it. Yeah, my mom would make all kinds of soup. That would go a long ways. Plus, she was a good cook. My grandma was a really good cook. My mother's mother and father, my grandmother and grandfather on my mom's side from Buffalo, New York, they came originally from Russia. And when they got to New York, they had a restaurant and old-fashioned hotel back in the probably, I guess, the early 40s. And my grandma would cook and just make all kinds of food. What is biscuits and gravy? I heard something tell me about that. Well, biscuits and gravy, bacon is salty in Aussie land too. Yeah. Um, well, biscuits are like breakfast soft biscuits, and then they start with sausage in a pan. You brown your sausage, and you make a roux. You know what a roux is, right? With flour and I guess it's water. And they make a white, creamy gravy with lots of sausage and pepper and salt. And they put that on top of the biscuits. Oh, I love lamb chops. That's something I enjoy eating. I don't get that very much. Yeah, that's good. At least you did that, Sharon. I haven't been eating that. I have cottage cheese in the house. And what I do with cottage cheese is I'll put it in my hard-boiled eggs, chopped up, kind of cottage cheese, or I'll even put it in scrambled eggs. A little cottage cheese. I eat eggs. I am an egg eater. I eat at least 3 eggs a day, maybe sometimes two more as a snack. Pork's your favorite? I like a good ribeye steak, and I do like a good pork chop. I like a good lamb chop too. I guess I'm a good chop person. Uh, yeah, so this has been quite, actually the time is just flying. I cannot believe it's already October 8th. I mean, turn around, it'll be boom, November. Baton, hello, good evening. Good night, Julie. Thank you for coming in. I really like seeing your name pop up. Excuse me. Tanya's leaving too, huh? Or you're just saying good night to Julie. Time does fly. It does seem to me like the world is going faster than it ever did the calendar. You were saying good night, Tanya. Thank you for coming in, sweetie. Hello, two dog mom. Good evening. We're just talking about what our favorite thing to cook when it's a cold winter, da- the days ahead. You're welcome. Homemade tacos, yummy. Pork chops and green beans sounds like a great dinner. I just had hamburger, and I put an egg. I was gonna make like meatloaf or something, but I didn't. I wound up just eating it. But I did put some sugar-free barbecue sauce and hot sauce and stone ground mustard. When I was going to school, I remember that every week seemed like 3 weeks. Good, Tanya. You're not. No one's making you leave. I was gonna do the meatloaf thing, but when you don't put breadcrumbs, I put the pork rinds. They have like a pork rind flour, but it did not hold my meatballs together. Pulled chicken or pork in the crock pot. Anything in the crock pot's tasty. I do have a crock pot, but it's so big. I haven't used it. But I do have a great little air fryer, that little white one right there. I'm so happy I have it. But I don't cook that much in it because what do you right, it's not big enough for a steak, but it's big enough for a hamburger or a couple chicken breasts. I find I don't really eat as much chicken as I used to. Yeah, this top I've had for years and years. And I remember feeling like it was a little snug. It's starting to get snug. It's very loose now. I'm happy to report brown turkey burgers, low fat. I'm on a high fat, low carb diet. So I would eat three burgers too, but I think I don't really eat burgers. I don't miss hamburgers at all. I don't really miss sandwiches. What I miss, as far as bread goes, is bagels in the morning. I really miss bagels. I do love a good bagel toasted. Well, pumpkin pie and pecan pie. I don't, pumpkin pie is not a favorite of mine. It's not bad, but it's not my thing. Pecan pie, I do like, and it's very sweet, very sweet. You could probably make both of those. Pumpkin pies are pretty easy to make. Yeah, pecan pie is, I think, one of the sweetest pies. And I haven't had pie. I haven't had ice cream. That's something that I do miss. But what I do is I'll take some whipping cream and put a little Splenda in it and make it into whipped cream. My cholesterol is fine, and I'm getting get another test. I'm doing my blood test this coming this month, and we'll see how they are. But my cholesterol was normal. Oh, well, if you ever get to the States to get a big fat greasy burger, I would suggest you going to Five Guys because they got some good greasy burgers. Well, who doesn't like that? Linda, you, of course. I love the skin of a chicken. I like a nice roasted chicken. Well, look who's here. Hi, Amanda. How you doing, darling? Miss you. Yeah, if you never had a burger in the USA, I would think that's a good spot. Five Guys, because they make some good greasy food and good French fries too. I mean, you can find good hamburgers a lot of places, but that's a chain that's really good. Sharon says my dad's favorite pie was mincemeat pie. My mom baked it every Christmas for him. I'm sure you miss some. Yeah, mincemeat pie. I think I would like it, but I don't remember really anybody making it. We always had peach pie, apple pie, pumpkin pie, pecan. My dad loved chocolate cream pie or banana cream pie, which is really good. They have a good milkshake too. I like vinegar on my French fries. Anybody else like vinegar? Salt and vinegar? I mean, I don't mind ketchup. I like ketchup on there, but I would rather have salt and vinegar. And if I do have French fries ever again, which I will, I'll probably put vinegar on. Table Talk makes a good mincemeat pie. Yeah, I'm a vinegar salt person. You do too, malt? Yeah, malt vinegar, right, Marilyn? See, a lot of people do. Oh yeah, if you have a Five Guys, I don't know how close it is in the same, but it's a good hamburger. You know, I never go to McDonald's or Wendy's or Burger King ever. Yeah, malt vinegar is it must be also Canadian because that's where I remember learning, you go and you get food at the beach in Canada and it always had vinegar. I want to go to England so bad. You know what I'd love to do? This is just a fantasy. I was just watching this girl and she went on a narrow boat in the canals of England, and it just looks like so beautiful and peaceful. I would love that. You'll have to go there, Steve, and let me know what you think. What's very sad though, now. I'm talking about the countryside. I'm not talking about the cities. Yeah, let me know since you got one there, because that was my suggestion. And it's probably pretty darn good there too. If there's a line, my diet, since I've been on this carnivore, ketovore kind of thing, my stomach's been good. I've been feeling like it took a while. It did take a while to adjust, but now I feel better than I have felt as far as how my body works. I love, yeah, fish on chips, fish on top of the fish. I mean, vinegar on top of the fish. Sheila, I've gotten into this kick because I saw Dr. Barry do it, and he puts on top of his steak mustard. I got two good kinds of one Dijon and one the little seeds in there, the mustard seed, ground mustard, and I smear it on my steak. Oh, it's delicious. I like it on my steak. And it's a good flavor. You'll have to try it, Marilyn. See, I've never had mustard in tuna, but I'm starting to like mustard because there's no carbs. That's the key. So I've been really good at. I wonder how. And I think to myself, well, you could eat anything you want and go, but I'm afraid if I do eat something, I will just I'll go off and I won't be able to get back on. Gizlet, please be nice and don't say anything about my chest. I appreciate that you said that. That's very sweet. Thank you. Jim's supposed to have his knee surgery. I think he's like in the final stages of getting it all ready. I forget if there's a date. Soon. Yeah. I hope his sister's coming down to help him. Fish and chips sounds good. I'd love to go traveling, and then I would not be on carnivore. I don't think I could go on a vacation and not eat, pretty much what I want to eat. But I would be careful. I don't want to, gain weight. Yeah, fish and chips with vinegar sounds good. You do have to enjoy life. I haven't gone off the plan. But there'll be times. I don't even know on my birthday because I really don't have any plans to do anything on my birthday, and I'm not going to buy myself a birthday cake. And I don't think anybody around here will even notice. Hi, Mary Cooper. So, anyway, that's the story. I don't have birthday plans, but if I did get a birthday cake, I'd have to have a piece, and maybe that's why I'm not going to have one. We could have a birthday party for me here. It's just another day. Thank you, Jen. That's so sweet. Kind of you to say. I'm just working on it. I am. There's not much you can do about getting old, but I want a lot less of me. I don't know. I'm okay. Yes, another trip around the sun. Really, I almost don't remember that JIR. She says, I remember in West Texas you had an imaginary food at your live streams. Oh yeah. Oh, I remember. Yeah, I would pretend that this is a real party and the back wall has got like tons of finger food and there's yeah, I used to play that. Did you like that? Many people don't get to be old. Oh well, I'm getting there. Can you tell really? I hope so. A buffet. It takes a long time to get weight off. It's like time goes fast, but 5 pounds is like really hard to get off. Every pound. My SL friend. Well, which one? You mean my friend Doug? He is great. He told me he would be listening in the background. He might have fallen asleep. If Doug, if you're there, will you come? Will you please come say hello? That's great, you guys. Nobody else. I haven't like walked up to anybody and said, and they say, "Oh, you lost some weight," because that was one of my goals. Was when the when the Winter Texans come back, I want them to be able to, go, "Oh, wow, look at you." So far, I don't think so, but I feel less. I do. So Ireland had a lot of buffets. I'm sure that was a wonderful, wonderful experience. There's so many places to see in the world. I watch a lot of videos of travel, people that travel for their YouTube channel. Just because I know I'm not going to get to Asia and not going to get to these places. So I get to see them, on here. Huh. Yeah, so things are changing around here. A whole new manager and crew. Beth got a job. She's working at another park down the road. So should be interesting. But I will be doing more videos because there's more things to do. I'm gonna be a little busier this year. I want to make sure I am. Now if they're gonna have bingo, I might go to bingo when they have it. The new manager said there's gonna be bingo. The new managers, these two men, they're two guys. I would say that they're in their late 40s, maybe early 50s, maybe. Good looking. Both of them are very strong and good looking. I'm still here work camping, yes. I don't know if it's going to be, more than this winter. I don't know. I do know I'm here for the winter. Yeah, they're kind of young and they're good looking men, actually. That's good, Sharon. People here are out walking too. Yes, Sally, they have a travel trailer and a truck and they're here. Yes, they are. And I know the office is moving. I'm now starting this week, so I will do a video later. When I'm on duty. It's going to be at the lounge, which is behind the clubhouse. It's a whole different. The lounge is where they have like they where they had two pool tables and a sofa and a TV. So I don't know what the new office is going to be like, but that's where the new office is. They have so many things they want to change. They were telling me, my head was spinning. I was just like, wow, really? Yeah. I think they're a couple, if you know what I mean. Yeah. See what's gonna happen. I mean, I'm gonna work. I don't and I might change my days too. I don't know. That's up to them. But right now I'm working Sunday and Monday. There are a lot of people that live here yearly, but way more come down in the winter because it gets so hot in the summer here that the locals, yes, I'm a local. I stay all summer, but most people they're not into the summer, the heat. But we do have people that are permanently they've got their place and they've been living here, and um this is where I live. Well, you can't raise the rent outrageously. That's just not going to happen. But every year it goes up a little. Yeah. And right now I don't pay the rent, so that's good. And I'm good with people. Oh yeah, we're supposed to get new golf carts. Like that's crazy because we have golf carts that are really old. I mean, they break down, they get fixed, so we use them. And uh, supposedly, I don't know when this is all going to happen, but the golf cart that I use for the office has 6 seats. You should what? I don't know what that word is, Linda. I should. I love the golf cart, when I'm working, but it's going to be like a 6-seater so that I can take people to see a site, I guess. It does sound like that. Like they're really changing it. The dog park, which I like the dog park. They're moving the dog park. They're moving the dog park near near what did he say? Near the playground, which we don't even have a playground. So I don't know what he's thinking. But he could be watching right now because I did tell him I have a channel, but they probably weren't very interested. I'm looking forward to seeing these changes. They're moving it to another, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Should come where, Linda? You mean on here? Do other people use the dog park? I've never seen it. Oh yeah, of course. I'm not the only one that uses the dog park, especially in the winter. Summertime, there's only a few of us that I use the dog park a lot. But yeah, we've got a lot of dogs here. Well, usually when I go to the dog park, nobody's there, and I like it that way, you know. But there are a lot of dogs, and these people love dogs too. So we're gonna have, a new dog park. I don't know. Lily really enjoys going, and she literally asks me, please, she wants to go. So we go. I thought you were inviting me to California, Linda, when you said you should come here for your birthday. Okay, I'll fly to I'll fly to the Big Bear area. Will your son pick me up? And can we eat a lot of good food? Just kidding. Well, this has been a fun chat. I didn't really have a topic other than thinking about winter and soup and people cooking. Yeah, Big Bear is a beautiful area. I mean, when I was young, we used to. I had a. I used when I was learning how to play guitar. I had a class. I was in a group, and it was a guitar group, and they would go. They had a big house, um, up in Big Bear, and not Big Bear. What's it called? I can't think of the area, but Big Bear, and it was Idlewild. They lived in Idlewild, and it was called the House of the Six Strings. And they would put on a show, and you would camp out and make food for 20 kids. And we had a song that we sang. We'll drive you wild at Idlewild when our guitar gang swings. No, I don't think he did. He probably either is no longer listening. He said he was going to put it on. It's okay. He doesn't have to. But he's a very nice man, and I'm so glad that we got to be friends. Freeze warnings. Wow. I haven't played the guitar in a long, long time. My fingers don't work like they used to. That's the sad part. When you don't play, you lose your calluses. The abilities that I had are really no longer there. But I shouldn't have stopped, and I did. When I stopped, I ruined it. And my fingers aren't the same. The older you get, things change. I still sing songs, but not that good. I will be back next Wednesday. Yeah, right, Steve. Maybe Two Dog Mom. I I really she got another job. She gave them notice. I guess Beth was feeling that she wasn't going to be doing it. I don't really have I can't give you the total answer because I'm not involved in it. But she went and found a different job. Idlewild's the bottom of your mountain. Okay, well that's where that little the big cabin and we all partied in there. But it is a whole new thing and it's just starting. Um Actually Sunday is Beth's last day here. And then Monday she starts her new job. She has got a park model that she's going to be moving into. I'm not sure what she's going to do with her place here. Yeah, right, Steve. So lots of changes for a lot of people here. I'm just going to hang in there, smile, show up, do what I need to do, and then go home. So on Sunday when I go to work, if I'm at this new place, I'll video. I do hope you all have a really good week ahead. I'll try to put out a video. I did put out a couple things this last week, so I hope you did watch them. I'll keep you updated on all the changes around here. And I hope I can just hang in there and learn because I'm getting old and new ways of doing everything, and it's not easy. But I'm gonna do I'm just gonna do the best that I can do. Take as much effort put into it because I don't want to pay rent. If I lost my job here, I'd have to pay. It would cost me about 500 a month. I have faith. I'm gonna do okay. Good night, Tanya. Good night, Sarah, Two Dog Mom, Lisa, Steve, Linda, Kets, um, Sally, Maryland, everybody. I missed you. Please don't be mad. How fun that is, Maryland. Well, just keep in touch. I'll be back. I mean, following week. Thank you for coming in, you guys. I really enjoyed it too. I'm just gonna, yeah, I am good with people. Matter of fact, that's part of the job is just, welcoming people, but you got to put the money into the computer system and, I'll hug Lily for everybody too. She's such a doll. Thanks for coming. Love you guys. Peace out.